Hello, y'all. I'm Dianna Brianne, and welcome, Calico. Welcome, my friend. I've got to get this thing set up here. I just walked in the door. Just walked in the door. And let me see if it comes up over here. Okay. And I've got to get this set up. And let's see here. And then I'll give you a blue wrench, Calico. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. And I forgot to share myself out. So I need to do that. I'm going to get the pop out chat here. Pop out chat. And give you a blue wrench, my friend, that makes you a moderator. Okay. And that way you can zap any trolls that come in. I had 2 trolls last night. They were actually bots. You know what a bot is? And so they're really not a troll. And I didn't even recognize them as a troll. And, but that's what happened. Calico, welcome. You sat down for a break and right time. Wonderful. Thank you. Well, let me share this out so that people know I'm on. So here I go. Let's see. I will do live stream jump on. Live stream jump on. Did I spell that right? I think I did. And I've got 2 more to share out. And then let's see. See, when you're supposed to be prepared when you do a live stream, and I'm not right now. Live stream jump on. Share that one out. Okay. And one more. Let's go here. Let me see. Okay. Let's see. Where is that? Okay, right there. Live stream. Jump on. If anybody sees it. Okay, I'm good. I think I'm good now. So let me get back over to StreamYard. And here I am. And welcome, Arnie, and welcome, John, and welcome, Jaden. Thank you. Thank you so much, Calico. Thank you. You have an amazing channel. I love your channel. And I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you. And we have John and we have Jaden. Welcome, Jaden. Welcome. Jaden, is this your first time in my live stream or have you been in my live stream before? Because I don't remember you being in my live stream. But then I do so many, it's easy to forget. Okay, Jaden, thank you. How are you all doing today? What's going on with you all? How is life this week? Are you all up to anything special or doing anything special or just having a good time? I got in. I had a very, very busy day. I had some busy work to do. And it's beautiful here today. Making meatloaf. Oh my gosh. Can you send me a piece of meatloaf, John? I would love to have a piece of your meatloaf. That sounds wonderful. Hey, Scorpion, my friend, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. If you don't have Scorpion's channel, you want Scorpion's channel. He's really supportive and a great channel content provider. And Calico makes amazing content. You know what, Calico? I made egg rolls. What was it, 4 or 5 days ago? And my sons went out. They got the wonton wrappers and all of that. And I made them. And all I did was take cabbage and some hamburger meat and some onion. And I think that was it. And we just made them that way. But they were really good. Really good. I'm glad you're doing well, Scorpion. I'm glad because you are wonderful. You're wonderful. Hey, Shangy girl, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. If you don't have Calico Dawn's channel, you definitely want to be on her channel. And Vern's Junk Closet, another amazing channel, just walked in the door. Welcome. And Kasanga, founder, welcome, welcome. If anybody wants to share me out, just let me know that you shared me out so that I can shout you out, and also I shout you out anyhow, but so that I will go back to your channel and share you out when I get off of here. So, Kenneth, welcome, welcome, my friend. I hope you're feeling better. I hope your back is better, Kenneth. I hope your back is better, because you were up on my live, what was it, the night before or last night or yesterday? I can't remember, because I've been doing like 2 a day, which amazes me. Hey, Mabel, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Let me give you a blue wrench. Oops. Okay. Was that a bot, Arnie? Was that a bot? See, I can't tell if someone's a bot or not. We had bots coming in here last night, and long story short, thank you. Oh, thank you, Kasanga. Thank you so much. Kasanga, if you can comment on the last video I put up, which I put up one this morning, just put like, I shared you out. That way, when I do my comments tonight, I will go to your channel, look for a video I like that's current, and share you out. Hey, Charles, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. This is the thing. I don't always know who's a bot and who's not. And so last night, I was doing a live stream about, 11 o'clock last night, and I had 2 bots that came on, and I had no idea. And fortunately, Arnie and it was Redheaded Riding Hood, they both recognized them right away. And I think, John, you were here last night, right? I don't know. There were several people that recognized them and deleted them. We all get them. When you do a live stream, you've got to stay on top of your stream, because, that's what happens. Hey, welcome, Cooking with Sharisa. Welcome, welcome. Great to have you here. Thank you. Oh, okay, Arnie. Thank you for catching that. Thank you. I didn't know. And Calico says, I have a huge pile of work to do, so if I don't respond, my fingers are busy pinching the wontons. Oh, I just sat down to choose a video to watch, and there you are. Thank you. Thank you, Calico. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you so much. And thank you, Kasanga. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kenneth. And Kenneth, there again, if you will go to my last video and comment that you shared me out, so that tonight when I sit down, whatever time it is, then I go back to your channel and find a video I like and I share you out. That's how I do it. But you always have to let me know. And I don't go back through the live stream at the end. What I do is I go to my comment section, whether it's on this comment section or on any of my videos of that day. I go back and I look, and if someone says they shared me out, then I go back and I find something I like and I share them out. Even if you shared me out to Facebook or to another virtual media, let me know. Welcome, Ms. T. Lou. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Well, I was out all day. I had busy work. And in the midst of that busy work, my husband took me to lunch. And that was fun. And then I came back, and the weather is so beautiful right now. I said, I didn't get my run in, which every day I get up and the first thing I do is go for a run. Hey, Mr. Tranquillo, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. And so I put my running shoes on, and I got out there and did my 5 miles. So I just got back in, and I feel like a mess. Yes, Vern, it was wonderful. I love meeting my husband out for lunch. It's a lot of fun. Ron, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here, my friend. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And so, but I can tire myself out. So I went John, you know what? It's fabulous. Fabulous that you do that. Because whether you walk, whether you run, whether you waddle, whether you jog, whether you sprint, whatever you do, that's exercise. Even if wiggle your toe is exercise. Just get moving, in my opinion. Hey, Wellington, welcome, welcome. Thank you, my friend. Oh, Scorpion, thank you. Oh, my goodness, thank you so much. Thank you, Scorpion. Thank you. Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you so much. And if you don't have Scorpion's channel, please connect to Scorpion, because Scorpion is an extremely supportive channel. And Scorpion, make sure to go to my last video, whatever it was that I just put up today. I think I put it up this morning, and just comment, any kind of comment, just say, I shared you out. And that way tonight, when I get back, because, I do 2 live streams. I should probably be on again tonight late, 10 or after. And so sometimes by the time I get to my comments, it's like, I can't remember because I'm so tired. I get up early, I run, I do busy work, I paint. I have 3 young adult kids. I have a husband. I mean, it's just crazy. But all good, all good. Hey, Dennis, welcome, welcome. I haven't seen you in a long time, my friend. Great to see you. Wonderful to see you, my friend. Thank you. So yes, if you do share me out, tell me here so I can shout you out a little extra, but also make sure to go to my whatever the last video was, and to comment that you shared me out. Nancy Gomez, welcome, welcome. Thank you. How are you doing? I hope you are having an amazing day and an amazing week. John Paul just connected to you, Scorpion. And this is the thing, when you are connecting, please connect the right way always. I know you all do, because I always talk about it, but just to remind anybody new in here, thank you, Kasanga. Thank you. When you connect, you can have 10 videos going at once if you open up different tabs, providing you're not going through your phone. If you're going through your phone, just write down their name so later you can watch their video. And what I do is I go to someone's channel, I open up several tabs, and I don't mute it, because if you mute it, they don't get the what do you call it, the credit. So you keep it on very low, and you can go back over to the live stream, but you're letting it run through so that they keep you. Otherwise, they'll lose you by the next day. Haha, read my last comment. Let me go up here. Scorpion says, I was saying I'm driving out to the gym, right? And I came to say hello and drop you a like and hope you have a great day. Scorpion, thank you. And the fact that you go to the gym every day, I'm so impressed, because I work out every day. And I was going to the gym 7 days a week, never missed a beat, but they have so many restrictions right now at my gym that, and because I do cardio, I don't like to be where I can't breathe as good. And so I don't go to the gym right now. I will go back hopefully in the future. So I work out here at home. I run, I dance, I exercise, I lift weights. So I'm good. But that impresses me, Scorpion, that you go to the gym every day. You rock. Calico says, the crazy life of a woman with a family. I hear you, beautiful one. I have sourdough going again today. I am about to make a test batch. What's everyone else doing today? Well, you know what, Calico? I hope you do a video on making the sourdough, but I think you did. Didn't you do one on making sourdough? If you didn't, I hope you do, because that'll get a lot of views. Okay, just make sure you tag it right and you title it right. Like the best title would be How to Make Sourdough. You know, the how-to videos tend to do pretty good. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you. And we have In the Kitchen with Karen. Thank you. Thank you for being here. You know what? In the Kitchen with Karen, let me tell you, it happens with everybody. Everybody. You know, Vern and I talk about this, Vern's Junk Closet, which is here. If you don't have her channel, please connect. Calico says, even laughter will burn calories. And you make me laugh every time I'm in the room. Thank you for your suggestions. I make my own self laugh. Thank you, Kasonga. Thank you so much. Thank you. Kasonga, you are amazing and wonderful. And I hope everyone goes to your channel and connects with you. Karen, this is the thing. Okay. That's what happens to all of us. And I go to channels like Brenda Land's, Norgus R. And as soon as I leave, I'm unconnected. And these are my friends. I go to Vern's. I'm disconnected as soon as I leave. I don't know why it happens, but it does. Welcome the June DeGamon show, and welcome Michelle Shelley Style. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for all being here. Thank you. You know, I wasn't going to come on today. I was going to come on tonight, which I probably still will. Maybe. I never know. Thank you. I'm doing great, my friend. I'm doing great. And I love London. Hey, Blair, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you. I hope you're all connecting with each other, because it's really, really good to connect with each other. It really is. We have Arnie's Adventure, Layla and Mia. Arnie is Layla and Mia, and that's the name of his two cats. So yeah, there's Arnie's Adventure. Okay, Arnie, I'll drop the link in there. Let me get it here, and I will get that. Thank you, Arnie, for zapping the bot. There's two ways to do this thing right. Okay, two ways. You can, if you're on your phone, you can make a mental list, but it's better to write it down if you can, of who went to your channel. Editorian Gold, welcome. And go back later when you have your computer open up as many tabs as you need, put their video up, and play their video on low. If you're not going to actually watch it right up front, if you don't have the time, that way you don't get disconnected. And then go back at another time and truly watch their content. DL, welcome. Thank you for being here, my friend. Thank you. And John's right. I haven't done it yet, but John is right. He said, if you click the three dots, you can go right to the person's channel. Hey, Arnie.
Hi, Dianna.
How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Better than yesterday?
Yeah.
Good. So what were you up to today?
Yeah, I did a lot of things. Went out for breakfast this morning, and then I went to Walmart, got a few things, and...
Hey, Jay Force, welcome.
Then finished up the dishes in the kitchen, and I'm just now taking a break.
Yes. Well, that's good. Well, and let me see here. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I appreciate it. I so appreciate it. But yes, today was a busy day for me. And so I'm just all over the place. Hey, Charles.
Yeah.
I'm all over the place here. And my life is so busy. So like when I get off of here, my son says, I still have a lot of food in the refrigerator. And he says, well, Mom, what are we going to make for dinner? Because I have my kids help me. I don't do it all myself anymore. My kids are adults, so they can help me or do it themselves. So we're going to make something after I get off of here. Calico says, I will come visit anyone who visits my channel while I'm visiting the kitchen. Have a fantastic day getting to know one another. Let me tell you, Calico does mean that. She will go to your channel. If you leave a nice comment on her channel, she will go. I can tell you she's extremely supportive. So you really, really want to go to Calico's channel. Trisha, welcome. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And Passion for Art is here. Welcome, welcome. And let me give you a blue wrench wherever I can catch you. And we have Jamie's Madhouse. Jamie's Madhouse is his new channel. And if you're not connected to Jamie, I hope you connect to Jamie. His channel, he only wants real subscribers, meaning people that are going to watch his content. And welcome, Mitos Rojo. Welcome, welcome. Give you a blue wrench. And Arnie, you keep an eye on the stream for me, if you will.
Yeah.
You did such a job last night. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have known. So thank you so much. Thank you for watching over the stream. Arnie's he watches over my streams for bots. And that's the big thing lately. I guess everybody's live streams are getting those.
You want to go to the mail?
Yeah, so that's why we have to be so mindful. Well, I wanted to come on today, and I always come on with a different topic. And I get distracted from it, of course. But the topic today was older women, younger men. And, or I guess older men and younger women. I'm married to a younger man, and he's, let's see, we've been married 30 years, and he is 5 years younger. But I married him when he was, gosh, I think 30. And we met around when he was around 30, and I was around 35, but I looked 22. When I was 35, I looked 22. So he actually thought I was a lot younger. And I don't know if I told him my age right away. I think he thought I was in my 20s when he met me, because back then I was really, really, really skinny too.
Yeah.
But it's worked. It's worked 30 years. And people always tell my husband he looks older than me. So so I think that, a lot of older women who are single out there, I have one friend, she married a guy who was 20 years younger, and they have had a wonderful marriage, and it's what works for the two people. It's what works for the two people. And I watched this one channel, and this woman is in her 80s. She looks good, though. She looks really, really healthy and fit and good. And she's not a rich woman or anything like that. She has a relationship with a much younger guy. Hey, Griselle, thank you, my beautiful, beautiful friend. If you don't know Griselle, I really would love for you to know Griselle. She is with the Undell channel, which is KE Norway. And they are Undell, KE Norway, Griselle, extraordinarily supportive. So you want to be connected, okay? Thank you, Trisha. Thank you. And Michelle says, 5 years isn't much. My last ex was 6 years younger. He had another partner with same gap. It's about the person. Absolutely. It's about the person. And, we always see older men with younger women, but what about older women with younger men? If it works, it works. In the Kitchen with Karen says, I'm 60 and my husband is 48, but people think we're the same age. Absolutely. If you take care of yourself, you're going to look young at every age. That doesn't mean you're going to look 20. But when you're fit and healthy and you're happy and you have a positive attitude, you are going to radiate youthfulness. And I run circles around most people, and I'm almost 65. So, there's love for everyone who wants it out there. And we just got to be open to it and to the right people. You don't want to go into relationships where it's not a good relationship. There's a lot of bad relationships out there. So we got to choose the right people, the right person. And Calico says, I am 8 years younger than my husband. I met him when he was 32. I was divorced and 3 beautiful little girls. He was perfectly heaven sent for me, almost 30 years this fall. Yay! How wonderful. How wonderful. Oh, thank you, Grishel. Thank you so much. Like I said, if you connect to Grishel's channel, she will also connect you to Undel's channel and to KE Norway. And once you're connected there, you're going to grow, okay? And they're inspirational, like me, motivational, and they're wonderful. They're a wonderful family of friends. So I hope you go there. I hope you connect. Yeah, it just is what works, Michelle. I think we all have to find what works. Welcome, TV&M. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Let me give you a blue wrench. There you go. Yeah, and so, I mean, I would have no problem marrying someone older than me, but I'm married, of course. But thank you, Kasanga. Thank you. Oh, okay. That's your second channel. TV&M is Trisha's second channel. So connect to both of those. And anyone that has shared me out, please let me know so that I do go share you out later. And make sure to always make that comment on my last video that I did, which I put one up today, so that I remember to go back to your channel when I do my comments, play the video, and share it out. Okay, so make sure you let me know that you shared me out if you did. Louise, welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Because if you don't let me know that, I'm likely not going to know that, even though sometimes YouTube lets you know that. I don't always get my notifications. And so if you were nice enough to share me out, I want to do the same for you. And so, but because I don't do my comments and I don't go back to my YouTube, usually until very late at night, I can easily forget who shared me out. I know certain people share me out all the time, so I always remember them, and I go to their channel, like Makeup Mom, Ungel, ones like that. But if it's somebody new that has shared me out, I may not remember your name. And so it's important to go to the last video and let me know, okay? And that's how we grow. We grow through sharing. It costs nothing. It helps a person doing the live stream or the video. And then, you know what? They're probably going to come back and share you out. At least I do. Not everybody does, because I can tell you I share a lot of people out and they don't give it back. But I would say the majority of people that I now share out share me back. Otherwise, after a while, I quit sharing them, because if they have the ability, I'm sure they can find one of my videos that they like. Okay.
Yeah.
Right? No bots yet in the stream. Yes. So yes, younger men, older women, older men, younger women, hey, editorial, thank you. I don't know what happened to you. You must have lost your blue wrench or something. I don't know. Okay, there, you got it back. But yes, relationships, there's nothing wrong with being single. If before I met my husband, I had many boyfriends. Okay. And I mean, I had more boyfriends than any girl had a right to. But I had come to a place in my life where I said, if I never get married, I'm good with that. I'm okay with that. And I'm going to live the best single life, because it's sort of like eating off of a menu A, B, or C. They're all equal. You just have to pick the menu you want to eat off of. And I said, if I'm going to be single, I'm going to make it a fabulous single life, which I always did. And then, of course, the right man walked into my life. If you have not watched that video, go look up my name, How I Met My Husband. You're going to be fascinated with that video. I did that one about maybe a year ago, How I Met My Husband. And it's a long video, maybe 20 minutes, but it talks about the spiritual connection, the divine timing, the divine connection, the divine place, perfect timing, how we match. And so it's called How I Met My Husband. Okay. You know, Michelle, if I were single, I can tell you I would be living a fabulous single life. And I would never be out. For me personally, I probably never would marry again. I wouldn't want to, but I would be having just a wonderful time, with my own life, and I think we all want company. We want that right person. If that right person walked into my life, like my husband did, that's one thing, but I would never be out there looking for it, because love comes to you. You know what I'm saying? It comes to you when you're ready. Karen says, I said this same exact thing. I had been divorced twice and swore I would never get married again. And when you least expect it, the right person comes along who accepts you for you. Absolutely. 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 TV and M, I used to live in Deutschland, and ich habe in Deutschland gewohnt. Ich habe in Würzburg, Heidelberg, Bavaria, Bayern. See, I can speak other languages, and I'm self-taught. I learned with the little book and the little cassette. And I've always been motivated. And when we moved to Europe, we lived all over. And we were living in Bavaria, and I got me a little book and cassettes, and I learned how to speak, different languages. Absolutely, Sharisa. I agree. I totally agree. And, I just believe, for me, if I were single, I never was looking for a husband. I was looking to live my best life. And in that period of time, I dated a lot. I was married briefly in my 20s. And I did a video, go look that one up, called Palm Springs Divorce. Palm Springs Divorce with Dianna Brianne, Palm Springs Divorce. And it was, I lived in Palm Springs, and I had just come out of a relationship, and I met this wonderful, amazing man. And so rebound relationships, but it was a fabulous relationship while it lasted. But I was in my 20s, I was young, very, very young. Karen, do you remember that? Yes, with me running down the street, I was telling the story that when we broke up, and this is, 40 years ago, whatever it was. Oh yeah, I know Frankfurt very well. All of my antique clocks, if you go watch any of my videos and I'm in grandma's parlor or going through my house and you see those big 100-year-old grandfather clocks, those all came from Frankfurt. And they're all over 100 years old, and they all work. They all came from Frankfurt. And in that video, I talked about when we were breaking up, I didn't know he was leaving. And so he pulled out, and when I got home, and I said, "Where are you going?" And I said, "You'll have to watch the video," but I run down the street in Palm Springs chasing after his car. What you do for love when you're young, because I didn't know where he was going. So, hey, Divine, welcome. And so I did a lot of stories from my life. So anyhow, but I had dated a lot, and I had a lot of nice men in my life. Young, of course, they were all my age, most of them. And I had a boyfriend for a long time. I had a boyfriend for a long time when I was like 21. And he was a young doctor, and that was in LA. And we were madly in love. And then, I chose to break it off. And I broke it off. And that was kind of, a turning point. but you learn through people and they help you to grow. And I'm so glad I married the man I did because I'm very happy. Velocita, welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you. And so, but when I met my husband, I wasn't looking. I was very, very happy with my life. I was living in Newport Beach, California. Thank you, American Muscle. Oh, thank you. Like I said, if you're not connected to the Undale channel and the KE Norway, you're really, really missing. And Grisel's channel and American Muscle. And Velocita, you know what? I am on Instagram. I just don't know how to use it yet. So once I know how to use it, I'm going to start gathering names so I can let people know when I'm coming on. Okay, so anybody that wants to find me on Instagram, go ahead and connect with me on Instagram. And then when I figure it out, then I will be able to use it. And I'm going to figure it out. And so if you're connected, I can just type in there, I'm going on live YouTube and share YouTube out. I guess that's how it works, right? I don't know. Well, you know what, Karen? I didn't own anything in Newport Beach. I lived on the beach with 2 roommates in the beginning, and that I did one called The Drunken Turkey and Newport Beach. The Drunken Turkey and Newport Beach. So I did a couple of them on that. The first roommate I had in Newport Beach, he was crazy. Oh my gosh. That one you have to go to, and that one was called, I think I did that one in the same, I think there's 2 different videos, and it was called Drag Queens in Newport Beach, because one lady came home and, oh my gosh, it was, you have to go watch it. It's funny. And yeah. Hermosa Beach. Absolutely. And so, but I did a lot of stories from my life. And those of you that, I think it's really, really very therapeutic, but it's also enjoyable and maybe helpful to other people to hear your story. Because I told all kinds of stories. I told stories about taking care of my mother when she got sick, being a caregiver. I talked about how I homeschooled my children. I talked about how I learned to drive a motorhome, how I got a truck driver's license. And matter of fact, I think tonight's video might be called Grandma Wants to Become a Trucker. I told my husband today, I think I'm going to go back and go to trucker school. They make a lot of money. I could just see me going down the road in a big semi. I could really see me doing that. And so, you're never too old. I will be 65 years old, 65. And I live life fully. And no matter what age I am and what situation, I'm determined to make the most of my life at every stage, every age, and even at every situation to the best of my ability. Every age is going to look different, every age. Thank you, Karen. Well, if you see me going down the road in a semi, that would be me. And the truth is, when we bought our first motorhome, if you go back on that video, how I learned to drive a motorhome, and there's a couple of those. Yeah, Michelle, well, you look fabulous. Michelle has an amazing channel, and you would never know she's 60. I didn't know you were 65. I thought I was older than you, Michelle. You look amazing and fabulous, and but you take wonderful care of yourself too. So that makes all the difference. But the video I did was called How I Learned to Drive a Motorhome. And so we were living in Texas, and the motorhome that we had was a bus. I mean, it was a 40-foot Bounder diesel. And yeah, Karen, you are so right. I live life fully. And I don't save anything for someday or for good. And I did a video called Don't Save It for Someday, about the relative that I had that saved everything good for someday, and then she died and her husband remarried, and the next wife went and used it all. Yep, Michelle, you are absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And so I learned to drive a motorhome, but I had to get, because the bounder was over a certain weight limit. And at that time, you had to have a CDL to drive something that big. So I took my three little kids who were like 6, 7, and 8 down to the DMV, and I applied for truck driver's license. Well, I think they took mercy on me, and I passed the truck driver test, and I got my truck driver's license. So I was an official truck driver. Okay. Hey, Rosie Wren, welcome, welcome. If you don't have Rosie, I hope you connect with Rosie. Yeah, so I did. If you go back, that was called How I Learned to Drive a Motorhome. And we had 2 motorhomes, and they were buses. You know, they were big buses. And I drove down the road. Away I went. Away I went. Yeah. You know, Michelle, I'm really thinking, I mean, you know, truck drivers make a lot of money. They really do. They're on the road a
Yeah.
lot. I like to travel. I like to travel. My husband said, well, what am I going to do? I said, well, you can go along with me. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, younger men, older women, older men, younger women, or the same age. It's what works for you. What works for you. And not everybody should be married. Some people are very, very happy being single. I've told all my kids, you can be as happy being single as you can be married. You can be happy being married. You can be, some people are married without children. Some people are married with children. Whatever your situation is, it's up to you to make it great. So if you're single and you focus on living your best single life. If you want to be married, then there's one, Arnie, I think. Is that right?
Got it.
Thank you. Thank you. I think, right, Arnie?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a spam bot.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. It would be a lot of fun, Michelle. And, I went back to college at 62. And although I've graduated, I'm scheduled to go to a new university in June. I was supposed to go in January, but I held off for 5 months just to kind of take some time out. And so, I'm looking at that next adventure in my life. And maybe it will be. Grandma will be a truck driver. Madam Joy, welcome, welcome. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself in who you are. And, and just because you're 70 or 80 or 60 or whatever age, you be you and do what makes you happy. Just take care of you. And I think the happiest people take care of themselves, because if you don't feel good, it's much harder to be pleasant to be around. You want to be joyful. You want to be a pleasant experience. Are you a pleasant experience, or are you an unpleasant one? Some people drain my energy. I kind of back up from them. I want people that are going to add to my energy, keep me motivated. They don't have to be high energy people, but they need to be positive people. Even when you're going through a difficult time, I understand that positive people go through difficult times and they don't feel like being positive. And that is even more important why they need 2 types of people when they're going through a crisis or a difficult time. You need 2 types. When you go through a crisis, you need comfort people. Comfort, somebody that can comfort you. They may not have the answers. They may not be able to help you, but they will comfort you, give you a bowl of soup, listen to you, let you cry to them. You need informed people that can help guide you and navigate you. They may not be the same person. They may not be a comfort person, but they're a person that's there to help you solve your problems. Not all solutions are right solutions. You have to get right solutions and right answers. And so you have to go to the right people who know those answers. But at the same time, while you're searching for those answers, you need those comfort people going through any kind of crisis. But you also need people that are going to lift you up, not push you down. Because some people, negative people, will push you down during a crisis. But the positive ones will lift you up. Okay? Calico, I made a short video about this busy day. Come look later and tell me what your busy day. I would love, like I said, Calico, make sure to comment on my last video. So tonight I'll be over there. When I sit down and do my comments, that's when I go to everybody's videos and I check them out and see what they're doing. Because I love to watch videos late at night. It relaxes me. Yes, I am too, Michelle. You and I are very much alike. Yeah, John, I agree. People come to me when they're going through a difficult time. I never give them advice, except for my kids. I may give them advice, or my husband, but I listen. And the only time I may give a suggestion is if they ask me. I will say, this is what I probably would do myself if I were in that situation, but I can't necessarily say that I would. But I stay away from advice giving because everyone's situation is unique and different. And hey, madam, thank you. And, so positive people do go through difficult times. Just because you're a positive person doesn't mean you're not going to have difficulties, because you will. Everybody gets challenged. If you live long enough in this life, you're going to have challenges and difficulties. That's why you build your network of friends and family and support and even professionals before you ever need them. I did videos about having a good doctor in place. You want a good doctor in place. You don't want to wait till you need one to find a good doctor. You want a good doctor in place if you ever need them, in hopes that you never need them, but you have them in place. You have a good mechanic in place, one you can trust, one that you can count on, and hopefully you never need them, but you have them in place. Oh, thank you, Calico. Thank you so much, my friend. And there again, Calico has a wonderful, wonderful channel. And so I hope that you connect to Calico's channel. She's very, very supportive, and you will love her channel. I have all great channels in here, minus the bots. So do connect with each other. And Calico, I may or may not be on tonight, but I know you have a family and a husband. So, the times that I'm not on is usually when my husband and I are doing something, or we're out to dinner or something like that, And so I like to, my husband and I normally go out maybe twice a week to dinner. So it depends on what time we get in. If I don't do a live, usually we've been out to dinner.
Yeah, Calico Dawn, I put a cat in your window.
Oh, good. She has an amazing channel. And Calico, you know Arnie, right? He has 2 channels. He has Layla and Mia, and then he has Arnie's Adventures. And Calico, and all of you, if you don't have Brenda Land, Arnie will drop Brenda Land's link. And Griselle, if you want to drop, I don't think Ungel likes to drop her link, but Ungel has an amazing channel. The KE Norway is the one that does the live streaming, and the UNNDEL, Ungel channel is the one, she does all of her premieres and her content, which is amazing. Then I have Norgasar, who comes on at 9 o'clock in the morning, who's amazing. A devotional channel, a very inspirational comfort channel. If you want a comfort channel, Norgasar is a great channel. Another channel is Carla and Friends. Great channel. She was on my live yesterday.
You're
And
welcome, Dawn.
yeah. And then last night, and then we have Passion for Art. Passion for Art 4 does beautiful artwork, and she does live streaming, and she's going to be on, I think, tonight at 7, live streaming. And then, who am I missing, Arnie? Be with Noni May.
Oh, that Noni's channel too.
Yeah. And then we have You'll Grow on Brenda's. You'll Grow, and it's a social channel too. So I'm connected to amazing channels here. Not all of them get notifications when I'm on, because I have to go over to Brenda's all the time and reconnect, because I get, unsubscribed for whatever reason, So Passion for Art is going to be on tonight, live streaming at 7:30 tonight. So make sure to head on over there. Passion for Art. And she does her art. She does her art in her stream. Kind of like Bob Ross. You know how Bob Ross used to paint? Now I'm an artist, and I cook all the time, but I don't normally do. I show my paintings, but I don't normally. I've never shown myself painting them, And with cooking, I don't show myself like cutting up the stuff and dicing up, but I show you the end product. And I did do the chili cook-off, and my chili cook-off. Hey, Papa Smurf, welcome. Thank you for being here. So I did, and it won second place, but it really should have got first. But everybody that was there kind of knows whose chili it is, and they had a lot of people. There were about 10 chilies, and mine got second. But I think it would have got first, but I don't care whether it got 10th. I mean, but my chili got completely eaten up. And I've won many chili cook-offs. And my secret to my chili is in the sauce. It's in the sauce. I use sugar, cheese, and butter in the right amounts. And we have Ron here. And so you'll meet a lot of people. And, I can never say for sure that I'll be on every day. I've been on twice a day. I've been on twice a day for about a week and a half. But sometimes I may not be on at all. Or sometimes I may be on a little, during the daytime, I never know what time I'm going to be on. I just pop on. During the nighttime, it's usually around 10 o'clock, give or take, Well, this is the key, Karen. This is the key. You got to taste test it, because if you get too much sugar, it's too sweet. If you don't get enough, it doesn't give the oomph. So you want the sugar. The same way with butter. I usually use 2 sticks of butter. You don't want to use a lot of cheese, because if you use a lot of cheese, it makes it look like tomato soup. So you got to be careful with your cheese. Welcome, Naza. Welcome. So you got to be careful with the cheese. So you just want to add a little bit of cheese, a little bit of real cheese, real butter. Sugar, you need to taste test it. I do a lot of garlic, oregano, thyme, sage, the chili powder mix. And my other thing I use is chicken bouillon. And I'll tell you where the best chicken bouillon that I use in my chili. I get it from the little packets that come from the ramen noodles. And it's cheaper to buy the whole thing of ramen noodles and take the packet. And the packet is really, really good. And so I flavor my chili with the ramen noodle packets. And I use dark red kidney beans mixed with the lighter red kidney beans. And so you'll love it. But I've won many chili cook-offs. And I'm not into chili cook-offs, but my husband enters me all the time. And yeah, the ramen packet. Oh, I use the ramen pack. The seasoning in those ramen packets will give that oomph to spaghetti sauce, chili, so many. Hey, blessings. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for coming. Thank you. And so I use that, but I'm not a cooking channel. I'm not good with the camera setup and me showing how to cook stuff. I've done cooking videos, but they're very basic. Like when I was making the fried pickles, which fried pickles are one of my favorites. And I make them all the time. And so I showed you step by step how, but I didn't have the camera on me. Hey, Maria Tan, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing great, Maria. Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry if I scared anyone.
That's okay. It woke us up. So tonight, I think my son and I are going to make something simple. And I think we're going to make, I have a bag of potatoes in there. So I want to do something with the potatoes, because the potatoes are, you want to use them up. So I think we're going to fry the potatoes, dice them up, fry them with a little bit of onion, a lot of garlic. And I'm vegan, but my family is not. So we'll probably add, some kind of something else to it. I just don't know yet. Thank you, TV and M. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. TV and M, make sure to go on my last video and just comment so that I will make sure to come to your channel when I do comments. Okay, make sure to do that. Just leave some kind of something so that I come there and we connect, make sure that we're connected. Thank you. And I hope you have a great night because I know you're 6 hours ahead and it's probably cold over there because I remember the winters very, very well. We lived in Heidelberg and Bavaria, and both would get, it was so cold in the winter. It was so cold. So yeah, I think my channels, I talk about everything: cooking, younger men, older women, how to be a truck driver. I don't know. I talk about so many things. I do. Keep it interesting, So is Brenda going to be on tonight, Arnie? Do you know?
I'm really not sure if Brenda's going to be on. Because today's Friday, and sometimes she comes on for Fridays, and then other times she doesn't.
Well, today's Thursday.
Oh. Yeah, she came on for Thursdays too sometimes. Sometimes she does, and sometimes she doesn't.
Well, she's kind of changed her schedule up. So I don't know if she has a schedule yet because she's always on about 8 o'clock, 8:05, 8:10. But
yeah.
Here lately, it's, she's been off schedule on what days she's going to be on. And, Friday night is an odd night to do a live stream. I find, it doesn't matter to me whether I get 5 people or 500. It doesn't matter. But I find that Friday nights, people are usually out. Friday and Saturday nights are not always the best nights to do a live stream. But Sunday nights tend to be a great night to do a live stream, except for Super Bowl. Super Bowl, nobody's watching, your live stream. But thank you, TV and M. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you, my friend. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss. That's goodbye in Deutsch. Auf Wiedersehen. Oh, and oh my gosh. The story you all forgot, you would appreciate this, TV and M. The one I got, how I got lost on the autobahn. Oh my gosh, you're gonna love that. How the truck driver came to my rescue. I got lost it was just, it's a funny story, but at the time it wasn't so funny. I got lost on the autobahn and I ended up at one of the other country's borders. And I didn't have a cell phone. That was back before we had cell phones. And so, thank you, John. Thank you. I appreciate you, John. Thank you. So I got lost on the autobahn, and oh, I love that, TVNM. I love that. Well, I would love to come to your live stream. You need to let me know though on Sunday so that I come. So that, so go into a comment on the last video, because I usually do kind of see the last video comments, and then that way I make sure that I can come over. Thank you, Editorian. Thank you. Thank you. So I got lost on the autobahn, and how it was, we were moving from Heidelberg to Bavaria, and I had a little white BMW, and it was a beautiful day. And back when we had cassettes in the car, I loved the song Sweet Thing by Mick Jagger. Sweet Thing. And so I put Mick Jagger on. I always say I got lost on the autobahn with Mick Jagger. And so I went, and I was driving on the autobahn, and I had the top down, beautiful day, listening to Mick Jagger, and I passed my exit. Well, my husband had got us a little Bavarian house out in Heide territory in Bavaria, but I couldn't remember. It was a small little farm town, so no one knew where it was. Well, I couldn't remember the name of the bigger town that was like 30, 40 minutes away. And I got lost, totally lost. And I ended up at, I think it was the border of Czechoslovakia. And so I had to turn around, and it now was becoming nighttime. And I was so scared. And I pulled into like a truck area, and I was sitting there crying, just absolutely crying. Oh, I love that, Calico. You have to go listen to the song. Hey, Arnie, can you fix that one? There's two more in here. Two more. Yeah, two more right there. Thank you, Arnie.
Passion for art, Adam.
And okay. Thank you, Passion. Thank you. And there's another one. There's one more, I think. Okay, got it. Good. Thank you, Passion. Thank you. Thank you, Karen. Well, that one's called Lost on the Autobahn. And I think at one point, I think I called it Lost on the Autobahn with Mick Jagger, because I was listening to his song. And so this truck driver comes over, and he says, because he knew I was American. He said, "Can I help you?" And I said, I'm lost. I can't remember how I said it in German. I think it was Ich bin gefahren. Is that lost? Or I can't remember how I said it. I have to go back and look up the word lost. Hey, Davy Crockett. Welcome. Haven't seen you forever, my friend. Great to see you. So I went, and I said, I've asked everybody if they knew where this town was, and nobody knows. And I can't get a hold of my husband because our phone is not hooked up yet. And I left our other house because I stayed 3 months longer at the other house because my job was not finished. And once my job was finished, I closed up the house. The movers came. I closed up the house. I turned the keys over. Our phone was disconnected. And I was moving out to the house that my husband had just got for us. And he was waiting there for me, but we didn't have a phone yet, because over there at that time, it took forever to get a phone. And so the truck driver, he said, I know my brother-in-law is from there. Somehow his brother-in-law was from that small town. And it was a really small town, probably like 100 people. So here goes this big semi-truck with my little BMW convertible driving behind this big semi-truck over hills and over places. And we end up on, I had to trust somebody, and he was wonderful.
Yeah.
We ended up out in the farm fields, because that was all around farm fields. And his truck really couldn't get down those farm field roads. But he got me there, and he got me to my street. And there was my husband with all of his friends and flashing lights out in our yard, because they had reported me as a missing woman. was supposed to have been there like 10 hours earlier. And so they reported me missing. I was a missing woman. So so as the truck driver makes his turn, he goes, Auf Wiedersehen, tschüss. And I go, Auf Wiedersehen, tschüss. So he was my truck driver. So yeah, that was my story. Lost on the Autobahn. That was the name of that video. I have a lot of stories from my life. Angel down the dark alley that saved me, down the dark alley. I was 20 years old. Go watch that one. Or Angel in the black Mercedes. That was the one when we first moved here about 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 10 years ago. There was a running area that was deep in the woods. It's like a little forest. And I left my phone in the car. Don't do that. I should have had my phone with me, and I got lost. So that was called Angel in the Black Mercedes that rescued me. So you got to go look that one up. Call me the welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you. So I did a lot of stories from my life, challenging moments, funny moments, happy moments. When my kids were little, I talked about being a mom, so my channel has over 5,000 videos. So I did a lot of stories from my life, and it was very cathartic and wonderful to go back over those stories. And the harder stories, hopefully they help someone as well. The more difficult and challenging times, like being a caregiver to my mother was very challenging. She was very sick, and I was a wonderful daughter. And thank you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you, Davey. Thank you. And, I took care of my mom for 3 years. And she had Parkinson's and she had ALS. And the ALS was brutal. It was very brutal. And I took wonderful care of her. And I'm so glad I did. But I shared that journey here on YouTube. I shared about when my daughter got sick suddenly. And they couldn't figure out what it was. And that was called portal vein thrombosis. And that video. And John, that's a good time. Travel when you're young and you can get around. Oh, Calico. I loved being a mom. Well, you're still a mom, at any age. I'm a mom of adult kids who need me probably now more than they ever needed me, and but they don't listen as much. They don't listen as much. They listen, but by the time they get to adults, hopefully you've instilled in them everything they need to know, and they have to make their own decisions. And I tell them you can learn 2 ways. You can learn mom's way or the hard way. And I said, mom's way is the right way and the easy way. And the hard way is learning to make mistakes. So I said, you're going to make some mistakes in life, but you want to avoid the ones that are not necessary. Because there's a lot of unnecessary mistakes. People don't have to go out and purposefully make mistakes. There's enough of them people make without purposefully doing them, And when you have a good mentor, whether it's a parent or someone else to turn to, boy, you are very, very blessed. Holland, I love Holland. I went there for all the flowers, the flowers, John. Oh my gosh, so wonderful, so wonderful. Thank you, thank you. And Arnie, I have you keep an eye on the stream to tell me who is who, because I don't always know. Yeah, mountains and waterfalls. I grew up on well water, and I love spring water. So we used to go to and get spring water from, would trickle down through the rocks. Oh, I love that. I can still taste my grandma's well water. Oh, I loved that. John lived in Amsterdam. I've been to Amsterdam. All the little waterways. Yeah. It's my birthday on this 13th. Big 3-0. Oh my gosh. Not doing much. But if there was a Dianna live stream that night, I'd be a much better birthday. You know what? I usually come on 10 o'clock, Davey, Eastern Standard Time. And if you remind me and tell me. I will sing you happy birthday. Okay. I will sing you happy birthday. And, okay, I will sing you happy birthday. So if I'm on, or even like the night before or the next day, come on my live stream. You can come up or you can be in the stream and I'll sing you happy birthday. Okay. And Trisha's main channel is Trisha 999. You know, my channels, I have 5 channels. So if you're not connected to all 5, go to the description box or my last video to pin to the top of the comment section. And sometimes the links are broken, so you may have to cut and paste the channel names. And it's all new content and all different. All my content is different on all 5 of my channels. But this is the only one right now that I do live streaming on. In the Niagara Falls. I love Niagara Falls. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, Calico. I love well water. My grandma had the best well water. And it had a certain aftertaste, but it was a good aftertaste. And I miss that well water. Grandma and Grandpa lived to around 100. And I think it was the well water. I really do. Yes, Niagara Falls, so beautiful. So beautiful.
Yeah, we have well water here, and our water is something else.
Yeah. Do you like your well water?
Our water is really hard. It leaves orange stains everywhere. So ever so often we have to get like some type of acid to remove all the rust in that.
Yes. Yes. Well, you know, and you have to get your well water checked quite often, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's got to be bleached and all that good stuff.
Right. Well, Grandma and them, I don't know if they ever had it checked, but we loved their water. And they had an outhouse. I did a video called Grandma's Outhouse. Someone knocked over Grandma's outhouse. Somebody knocked over. They had an outhouse till they died. They had an outhouse. And on Halloween, you had to be really careful that they didn't come out and people come out and knock over your outhouse. And that's what they used to do where we lived. They would knock over your outhouse. So I did a video called Someone Knocked Over Grandma's Outhouse.
Yeah.
Passion for Art says, I'm doing the brighter colors of the flowers today on the barn painting. Oh, how wonderful. Passion for Art will be on at 7:30 tonight. Okay. Passion for Art, if I'm around, I will be over there to support you or at least to share you out. Okay. You have an amazing channel and you're going to grow because you're amazing.
And I think too that Garden State Paint was going to be on again tonight also, doing another painting.
Oh, okay. Okay. And Calico, yes, I love antiques. I love antiques. I love old farmhouses. I remember going out and picking walnuts at a one-room schoolhouse that was abandoned when I was little. I love that. That memory stays so fresh, you know, in my mind. So I've been on an hour. I think I want to come on if I can tonight, Arnie.
Yeah.
Probably around 10. So I'm probably going to get off of here now so I can go make dinner and figure out what we're going to do with that bag of potatoes. I told my son we were going to use. And Passion for Art, I will be looking for you, and I'm going to go start dinner. And I'm hoping to be on around 10 o'clock. Last night I didn't get on till like 10:15. Sometimes I come on a little bit before 10, but it's usually right around 10. And I don't usually give much notice, but being that people are now beginning to look for me, they kind of begin to look for me. Okay. So, Arnie, are you going to go eat dinner now or what?
Yeah, I gotta eat dinner at 2.
Mm-hmm. And John's going to be on at 8 tonight. So, everybody, please support Passion for Art and John Poy. And if anybody else is going to be on, just you can let everybody know that you're going to be on tonight. And please connect with all these wonderful channels. And I thank you all for being here. So I'm going to go. Thank you all for being here. And I will hopefully, no promises, but hopefully see you all tonight. Okay? May God bless you. And yeah, wow. So it's taken some time. You know, when you redo a house, it's a lot of work, but it's fun. It's fun. Thank you all. Love you all much. And hopefully I'll be on tonight. And I will talk to you all later. And thank you, Arnie, my co-host. Thank you. Okay.
You're welcome.
I'll see you all. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.